It's kind of unique, the gift that I get to walk life with so many of my loan customers. And this last March, I was away with Sherry on an anniversary vacation trip, and I get a text from my assistant Jessica. You know, Steve, you've got to call your client Diane. She's in the hospital. She wants to talk to you. And anyway, I was flying home that next day, so I did. I came home and I called the hospital, and they said she wasn't there. And I gave her a call at home, and she said, "Hey, Steve, the hospital sent me home, and I'm on hospice, and my battle with cancer is coming to a near, and I know you've been calling me and wanting to get together for lunch, and I would really like it if you'd come out, and we could have lunch, and I want you to meet my son, and maybe you can update me on my reverse mortgage and my home and the value and all this stuff that we're kind of facing right now." And so I did. It was like 4 days later, I picked up some organic chicken soup and went down to South Park in San Diego to the home that I helped her buy like 20 years ago with a purchase mortgage. And some years later, I did a refinance, and we always stayed in touch. I love Diane. She ran a pet care business, and I love dogs and cats. And we had a really neat connection with animals and with people, and her story was just amazing. And anyway, a number of years ago on an annual review, she told me she was battling cancer, but she wasn't going to stop, wasn't going to give up. And you know, I made sure to connect, just like I do with most of my customer base. Every 6 months, every 12 months, we talk. And so we have this beautiful lunch meeting, and I meet her son, and she opens her box, and she pulls out a reverse mortgage statement that was a couple years old, and she says, "Hey, Steve, I just need to know, do you have any idea of where we are on our balance and where we are on our value?" And I had brought that information, and she goes, "I just want you to share it with me and with Robbie." And you know, it turns out that her property had grown tremendously in value, and her loan balance had grown over the years, but she had a tremendous amount of equity, far more than she expected, and I think she was kind of surprised. But I noticed very relaxed and very peaceful about, like, wow, these are the answers that she wanted. And it's such a gift. We had a really nice lunch, and I just got to that place where it was time to say goodbye. And I said, "Hey, Diane, okay, I'll see you later." And she says, "Hey, will you come over here and give me a hug?" So I get on my knees, and I kind of scooch up over to her and give this like big hug, and really, really cool. She whispers in my ear like, "Hey, thank you, Steve. I'll see you on the other side." And I said, "Yeah, I will." And I left that day, and what a gift. I think back over the last 30 years of many, many clients that I've got to walk life with and help them build wealth, help them answer questions, help them have peace about the process of owning a home, transitioning, leaving wealth behind. And I don't, you know, I take my job seriously, but I take the relationships that I have with the people so much more seriously. And what a special, special gal. And anyway, super grateful that I have the opportunity to connect one-to-one with people and help them, whether in good times or in hard times.